Hello! You don't know who I am, but today we're going to start a whole brand new video series. That's right, we're going to start our Pick 6. And that is where I pick 6 video games or video game related items and we discuss them. And of course, this Pick 6 series will all have a different theme, right? Like, so from your favorite water levels or your most hated water levels, great music, great cover art, 6 games that were released in 1989, 6 games that are only take place in the sky, 6 games with redhead protagonists, things like that. It's a Pick 6. Warning before all this starts, when we're talking about movies and games, if we talk about music, just a reminder, I don't have the greatest track record of liking decent things. I've been told by a few people that my taste is a little eccentric and or non-existent. So be careful when you watch too many of these. Now, before we get into our very first Pick 6, I want you to know that you can always, in the comments, put what you would like to see us do for a Pick 6 of anything. Like I said, any type of game-related idea. All right, today's Pick 6 is all about video games that have turned into movies. Not video games based on movies, but movies based on video games. I went to Pick 6, and I realized there's a whole bunch of them. So I've got a couple of well-known ones here, and a few which you may not have known were done. They're in no particular order. These aren't a ranking or a best of or anything. It's just 6 picks. All right, pick number 1. Let's get up with one of the newest adaptations, and that is Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. We've seen Sonic the Hedgehog now. Movies 1 and 2 are both out. If you remember, originally when the Sonic movie was announced those few years ago, the very first one, we had the very ugly Sonic, which the internet extremely just blew up and imploded upon itself. And I don't know if you can blow up and implode at the same time, but if you can, that's what the internet did. Although it was great to see ugly Sonic make an appearance in the new Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger movie, so that was fun. But the Sonic movies 1 and 2 were very enjoyable. We here at the household really enjoyed the movies. Great entertainment, good fun. Be sure to check them out. Oh, and the games are pretty decent too. Pick number 2. Oh boy. Here we go. Wing Commander. All right, remember Wing Commander? I remember Wing Commander. Wing Commander is one of my favorite series way back in the day. These games were so much fun. I got them always on, of course, the PC at the time, and then I picked up a Super Nintendo copy when the first one came out for that console. But Wing Commander, those games were so much fun. It's so great. And then you get into, what was it, Wing Commander 3 or 4, where you bring in Mark Hamill and you get the full motion video stuff going on, and that was truly awesome multimedia interactive entertainment. Those games are a blast. Then we have Wing Commander, the movie. Yeah, of course I got a copy of it, because I also went to the theater to watch it, because I'm a sucker for pretty bad things. So Wing Commander, the movie, yeah, we've got Freddie Prinze Jr., and of course where there's Freddie Prinze Jr., there's Matthew Lillard, and all in all, I don't recommend it, but I do enjoy watching it from time to time. It's I thought it could have been a fairly, unstable start to possibly 1 or 2 more Wing Commander movies, but that I don't think ever really did happen. At least not live action that I've been able to want to track down, because the first one, like I said, it's rough enough to get through. All right, pick number 3. We're gonna go with Hitman. Yeah, Hitman 1, 2, 3. There's been several Hitman games. I can plural that. That's okay. The movie. Is there 1 or 2 movies? I think I want to say there's a couple movies, but as far as I remember, they all seem to be the same. I don't know. I need to really go back and watch them again. It seems like such a good premise for a movie, and something that should also be a movie to go along with the great games. It's just there was something about those movies, for me, it just didn't seem to really, I guess, sink in very well, because I'm sure I've seen the first one. If there's a second one, I either watched it or I watched the first one again, and it felt like a second one. I don't know. All right, for pick number 4, we're going to go with the Resident Evil series. Yes, that's right. Everybody's favorite, my favorite, Resident Evils. Oh my gosh. We should just do a pick 6 on 6 Resident Evil games that I love. That's a great idea. Bookmark that. We all know the Resident Evil games. Very fun. They've taken a big course of gameplay style changes, and then they've come back to be on track. And there's plenty of spin-off games with all sorts of different styles of play. They're a great series to always follow and be a part of. And then there were the Resident Evil movies. Right? Right, the Resident Evil movies. I love them. They're great. They're so much fun. That's what it is. It's just great entertainment. It's just great fun, crazy stories, all kind of, within the Resident Evil universe. It's always about Umbrella Corporation. Always got crazy stuff going on. You got different characters from the games and throughout. They're wonderful. Come on, they're a blast. And if I have to pick one of them that are my favorite, it is Resident Evil 2, the Apocalypse, Resident Evil Apocalypse. That was great. That movie is so much fun. These movies are good in a fun way, not good in a highbrow way. I mean, you can't expect Resident Evil to be highbrow art for movies, right? No, you don't. Expect them to be fun, popcorn flicks. That's what they are. Greatness. Pick number 5. We're going with Prince of Persia. Remember Prince of Persia? I remember Prince of Persia. Way back in the day when the first one came out. Oh boy, we played a lot of that in school during our computer science class. The movie was with Donnie Darko himself, Jake Gyllenhaal, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. Come on, it was good. Kind of rough. Anyways, Prince of Persia, the movie, Jake Gyllenhaal, that's fine. I was definitely a lot better than many of the other movies that are based on video games that are out there. So it could be worth your time if you haven't seen it yet. But of course, it's always worth your time to play some Prince of Persia. And for our final pick 6, I brought in the big one for the day, and that is Doom. Yes, that's right, Doom. The Doom series. You've heard me before talking about how much I enjoy the Doom series. And there's a reason. Those games are all awesome. And then they made a movie with The Rock and Carl Urban. And how can you go wrong? How can you go wrong with The Rock and Carl Urban? Now I know some of you have probably seen this, and most of you probably hate this. And I'm gonna say I really enjoyed it. The whole concept of Doom, of course, you're trying to figure it into a movie. How are you going to do that? They did it in a somewhat kind of believable way here. Mostly, like I said, it was just fun. It was great to see The Rock and Carl Urban together. Those two guys have put out some really enjoyable films throughout the years, and then the Doom, this first movie, it's fine. It was fun. There was a second live action one, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure it was live action. I know I watched the second one, which was definitely more of the hell-based, where they spend more time with the nasties from the Doom universe. But either way, if you played the game, you should watch the movies too. Hey, well, thanks for taking the time to watch our very first pick 6 of our new series, and I hope that you enjoyed them. And be sure, like I said earlier, comment below on the movies that you've enjoyed here that you showed, or that you didn't enjoy, and what you may like to see in future pick 6 videos as we continue this series on. And as always, game on!